Hey guys, what is up? Hopefully you can hear me okay. I have my sound on, my music on. Hopefully it is on this time. Sometimes in my other videos I go like, I'm gonna turn my music on to entertain you guys while I not stay sub for a while so I can concentrate on the fight. And I don't have the sound on and that's just messed up. So anyways, I'm going to be doing kind of my thoughts on the 5.4 warrior changes. So yeah, that's where this is going from here. So I'm just going to be going into a dungeon. And don't pay no never mind to my DPS. Probably not going to be amazing. Warriors aren't really that great right now. At least in my opinion. I think they're kind of shit. At least Arms Warriors are, and that's the spec that I'm going to be doing. I'm actually, really quick before I get into a queue, don't want to do Raid Finder right now. I'm actually going to just do a Heroic. And yeah, I'm going to hopefully get out some prot warrior tanking videos in the not too distant future, but we'll see. We'll see if I will be able to do that. I'm getting a few of these because I'm actually going to be doing Blade Storm this video. Usually I do Dragon's Roar or Dragon Roar, but I'm gonna try Blade Storm right now because they increased its damage by quite a bit, and they also reduced its cooldown to only 1 minute. So I'm just gonna see how this works out. Hopefully it will be at least just as good as Dragon's Roar, if not better. Hopefully it'll be better. I'm not gonna do Shockwave. Shockwave's kind of meh, more of a PvP kind of thing because of the stun. But nah, it's not bad. I guess it's on a 40-second cooldown, so it's lower than Dragon Roar and Blade Storm. But I like Blade Storm. It's a really cool looking ability too, and it increased its damage and they lowered its cooldown to 1 minute, so it's a lot better than it used to be. I think Dragon Roar will still be a little bit better for DPS, but I like my Blade Storm, so I'm just gonna try it out a little bit today. And its cooldown lines up really well with Bloodbath, so. And I'm using Bloodbath instead of Avatar. Bloodbath is like, it's like a dot, pretty much. For the next 12 seconds, causes your melee special attacks to deal an additional 30% damage as a bleed over 6 seconds. While bleeding, the target moves at a 50% reduced speed. So it reduces their speed and, more importantly, applies a bleed to them. So I can pop my Bloodbath and then do a huge Blade Storm. And, you know, I have the Blade Storm's damage and I also have the Bloodbath's bleed damage, so that piles up and it's a really nice AoE cooldown, a 1 minute cooldown too, so it's not that long of a cooldown either. Obviously we're going to be using a Battle Shout because it increases our attack power, which is like a nice little DPS buff. Commanding Shout just increases our stamina, so guess I should talk more about the changes that we got in 5.4. I'm not going to be mentioning all of them. Some of them I probably will forget. But they increase the damage by our bleed, our main bleed, whatever it's called. I'll look that up. It is Deep Wounds. They increase its damage by like 65% or something, so it's a fair amount better than it used to be. So when I get into AoE situations, I'm going to be using Thunderclap because it's going to be spreading my my Deep Wounds with Blood and Thunder. Hits for an additional 50% additional damage and applies Deep Wounds, so you're going to get a lot increased damage from Deep Wounds. And then I'll just continue my single target rotation. This isn't really a rotational video, it's more of a kind of my opinion on how warriors stand in 5.4, at least for arms. I might do this for Prot and Fury, but yeah, we'll see. Let me guys know if you want me to do this with any other class. I will definitely do that. And this queue is taking a long ass time. Usually 90 queues don't take that long. Other than LFR. LFR takes a crap ton. Also not doing this for gear, because I already have pretty decent gear. I have a 487 item level, so I'm not really gonna get anything from these dungeons. They drop 463 stuff. I already have pretty much everything better than 463. So I guess I can go through my rotation a little bit. Keep in mind that my rotation is going to be a lot better. My AoE DPS is going to be a lot better. Pretty much what I'm doing is I'm going to be popping my Berserker Rage on. Oh, well, that was a waste. Damn it, it's getting me off cooldown. Okay, I'm going to lower this a little bit. There we go. Just want to make sure you guys can actually hear me, because sometimes I mess up the audio and you can't hear me at all. So that's not fun. Okay. Oh fuck, my quest log is full. That's not fun. Okay, now I can actually get this quest. And bam! Let's blade storm the shit out of these guys. And again, like I said, gonna pop up my shit. And slam is now AoE when you have whatever it's called on. Your strikes, sweeping strikes. So yeah, you're gonna get a lot of DPS from that. That pull I got like 152k, so that's pretty good, actually, in my opinion. It's not bad. Fortunately, I did pull a little bit of aggro, so okay. I'm gonna actually use the stamina buff since we don't have that buff in this group. Kinda annoying, but we need it, so I will put it up there. Again, sweeping strikes is really good now. It's a lot better than it used to be, so definitely want to use that always on cooldown when there is more than one target. It's also extremely good for that. Just a lot of AoE damage. Again, blade storm the shit out of these guys. It's gonna do a lot of damage. And always when you use Colossal Smash, it's just gonna make your abilities do a lot more damage. They already do it quite a bit of damage. Arms Warriors are a pretty freaking heavy hitting class. I need to get my sweeping strikes back up. Yeah, I'm really rage starved right now. I have not played this guy since 5.4, so I am new to 5.4 as an Arms Warrior. I'm pretty much a virgin. So I was pulling decent DPS around 150k, but that was a really AoE intensive fight. So I'm going to be pulling a lot less single targets than I am AoE, which is kind of sad, but that's usually how it is for pretty much all classes. So again, definitely want to get that Blade Storm out there for tons and tons of AoE deeps. I accidentally pot my sweeping strikes when I didn't need it, which lost a little bit of rage. Again, don't want to use it when there's only like one target because it'll be pretty much useless in that kind of fight. It really won't do a whole lot. Okay, these guys are unfortunately dying pretty quickly, so I'm not really able to show you guys an amazing rotation. I always want to pop Shrieking Stripes when these guys are that close together. Oh shit, we pulled a lot here. I'm gonna go ahead and... Okay, we might wipe, maybe? I'm not sure actually, I don't think so. Oh Jesus, I'm not getting any healing. Okay. There we go, that was rough. That wasn't terribly amazing right there, but whatevs. Whatevs. Okay, this fight, this pull, again, oh my god, this tank really needs to learn how to hold aggro better. Okay, again, pop my Bloodbath and my Bladestorm. Luckily now in 5.4 these things will line up really well. And when you have Colossal Smash, the debuff up on your target, your slam hits like a fucking truck. especially for really, really geared, it's gonna be really, really amazing. A very, very hard hitting ability. So when everything's all scrunched up together, your slam is going to be doing a lot of damage, at least AoE damage, when your sweeping strikes is up. Again, I want to use Commanding Shout, because that's the only stamina buff we have in this group. And popping this Bloodbath and all that good shit. Lots of AoE deeps right there. Okay, he's doing that AoE stuff. I don't want to stand in that. That would probably kill me pretty quick. Luckily our Berserker Rage is off the global cooldown, so we can just pop that up and like pop a slam up or a colossal smash up right away. That's gonna do a lot of damage, so I'm just gonna stay out of that. And he's pretty much dead. Yeah. Again, I am new to the 5.4 Warrior, so I'm not really an expert on this, so I'm still learning how to cope with the fact that Slam is now very expensive, to say the least. It costs quite a bit more rage than it used to. But it also does a little bit more damage than it used to, so it's not all bad. But I'm really, 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 really liking this Blade Storm thing. It's doing a ton of damage, especially with Bloodbath added on. Holy Jesus, I am dying quick. Yeah, this is kind of a group. It's a kind of a bad example for a group. Usually groups are a little bit better for maintaining aggro, or at least the tank. He is having a little bit of trouble holding on, so I'm taking a little bit of damage, so I have to kind of back off and, use my Victory Rush, which is on the, I think it's on the global cooldown, I can't remember. Okay, final boss, let's do this. I don't know if this is any good for single target, but I'm using it anyways. I have no idea why. It's a cool looking ability, so why not? Holy shit, this guy needs to stop freaking running around all the time. Jeez. When you use Execute, your overpower is free, so it becomes a really, really nice ability. Of course, you can only use Execute when your target is pretty close to death. So it's not like your overpowers. Okay, so if we don't stop this mass resurrection, I think we will be able to get an achievement. So I'm not gonna. Oh, someone stopped it. Really, dude? Wow. I might even need that achievement too. Oh well. Now I'm gonna use this because there is more than one target. Yeah, lots of impressive AoE damage with that sweeping strike stuff, especially when we're slamming. I think every target is gonna get hit by that slam, so yeah, it's pretty incredibly awesome. Bam Shazam. Over 100k DPS. I think that's pretty good, especially for a class that's not doing extremely well right now. I'm trying not to be too negative. Warriors aren't like the worst class ever at the moment, but they're just really not doing too hot. I think they really in 5.4 they got a pretty impressive AoE damage buff, but in my opinion they didn't get really enough of a what's it called? Enough of a single target DPS increase. They got I can't remember everything off the top of my head for the 5.4 changes, but they got like whenever you have Colossal Smash up, your slam is gonna deal AoE damage to targets in like a really short range. So it also helps if you have a nice tank that knows about your little Colossal Smash thing there, and he will keep the targets, you know, close together. So your Colossal Smash will deal deal damage to its maximum potential. So having a tank that knows your strengths is something that's really going to help your DPS improve and you know, max out. So a lot of that was actually a pretty damn good dungeon for the warrior. I was able to pull pretty high deeps because of, yeah, see, Bladestorm is 24% of my damage. Bladestorm is doing a shit ton of my deeps. So, and Deep Wounds is doing it my second place. And then Slam was doing third, Mortal Strike fourth, Melee fifth, and Bloodbath was actually at seventh. Well, I thought it would be doing a little bit better than that, but I might want to go ahead and try out Stormbolt or Avatar. Keep in mind that most bosses are immune to stun abilities, are permanently immune to stun abilities, so when you have your Stormbolt, it's gonna do a lot more damage to a boss than it is to like a random non-elite NPC that can be affected by stuns. So Stormbolt actually is going to be pretty hard hitting, and it's gonna increase as your weapon gets stronger. So that's gonna get a lot better as you get better gear. These, I'm not sure if they, yeah, they will increase as you get stronger. Avatar is pretty cool. I just don't like it because it's on that 3-minute cooldown. I don't like using really long cooldown abilities. In my opinion, it's just kind of, I like having short cooldown abilities like Bloodbath and Bladestorm. One of the reasons why I wasn't using Bladestorm in 5.3 was because Dragon War was on a 1-minute cooldown instead of a 1.5-minute cooldown, so I was favoring Dragon War over Bladestorm because of that factor. So, I think that kind of covers my main opinion on the Arms Warrior right now. I think that they could use a little bit of a single target DPS buff at the moment, but I think they're doing okay. They're not horribly bad, and they're not nearly as bad as they were. They got quite a bit of a buff in 5.4. I think they're also a really fun class, especially when you get to have that huge freaking bloodbath Bladestorm. That's just a really hard-hitting ability that's going to do a lot of your deeps, especially on like AoE situations. And boss battles, it's not going to be doing as well, so I'm going to be pulling quite a bit less damage without my Bladstorm. Ooh, Pinnacle of Storms. I can try this out, even though I have like 1 inventory space. But I can do it for you guys. Usually whenever I get into like another queue after I just did a dungeon on my videos, I usually say I have to go. This time I don't actually have to go for this one, so. Yeah, I think I do know these bosses. Oh wait, no, I don't know these, actually. So yeah. We are going to be doing Lei Shun this fight. That's awesome. Or this raid, sorry. Unfortunately, I am not sure on how to do this raid. So this might be tricky. And there are a lot of dead people. So this is going to be kind of a mixture video of my opinion on 5.4 and me doing the raid, so sorry about that, but I will continue to talk about 5.4 changes and all that shit. So It just, I might be a little, ooh, I guess I'll use this. And that's pretty cool. I turned into like a little surge of lightning. Just go flying around and boom. Shakalaka. Ooh, Blingtron. I have not used this guy in quite a while. So let's... Now I have 0 inventory spaces. Yeah, I got nothing from that. I'm just gonna delete it. Okay, I'm not sure where the boss is, actually. I know we're doing Iron Quan, that's pretty much all I know. Yeah, I am actually going for Fury as my loot spec. Because I want to get some Fury gear too. And also I can get one-handed weapons, and I need one-handed weapons for tanking. So I also get some prot gear as well. But I am mostly worried about getting Fury gear at the moment because I really want to try Fury out. And this is a pretty good way to do it. And that's kind of a cool axe. I like the little animation on it. I'm still unaware, or I'm not really sure where the boss is right now. Oh, that's Lei Shen. Oh, we're all Lei Shen. Ooh. That's awesome, I guess. I don't know the fight, so it's not awesome. Sorry about that. I'm just changing the sound a little bit. Okay, I am group 4, so I'm going over to yellow, I guess. Whatever. Let's do this. I'm guessing I just stay at yellow. Maybe kill some ads, do whatever. I guess I can look over Lei Shen in the little book here. Ooh, okay. Why not? Everyone's going over here. Probably don't want to stand in those. Seems like that might do damage to me or something. Fortunately, we don't have the stats buff, so that's not very fun.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull out my Blade Storm and start dealing shit tons of damage to these guys. I'm not sure if that's how you're supposed to do it. Again, I have not looked at the guide for this fight. So I'm guessing I'm not supposed to attack those guys because they are, yeah, the DPS, the rest of the DPS is just kind of attacking the boss, so that's probably what I'm gonna do as well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Okay, Thunderstruck, what's that do? Probably don't want to get hit by that Thunderstruck, I'm not sure what it does, but that would probably be a good idea. Unless you want to die. And it would be a good idea to get hit by that. I would think. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I am dying. I am dying. Holy shit. And people say LFR is easy. Or, I guess I'm just kind of retarded. Okay, I haven't used my Blade Storm for some reason. I don't know. This is probably not my best idea.
2, 1.
Beware.
Thunderstruck again, whatever that's supposed to do. I don't know what that's supposed to do. Oh, I'm actually pulling decent DPS. I have no idea how I'm doing this much damage, honestly. Yeah, I have. That's up. I don't know when I'm supposed to be doing my overpowers either, honestly. I'm just pretty much using my whatever it's, I can't even remember what it's called. My slams as much as possible, and when I have enough rage, I just do my overpower. Usually I just do my slams because they hit harder.
2, 1.
Beware.
Like when I don't have enough rage to do a what's it called? Hey, what's it called? When I don't have enough rage to do a slam, I just stick with. Oh shit! I just stick with an overpower for the most part. Okay, so intermission. This is probably an ad phase, I'm guessing. So group 4, I'm group 4, so I'm gonna head over here. Overcharged on you. Oh, that's freaking great. Why is the overcharge on me? I don't even know how to fucking do this. Static shock on you. What? I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Oh. Yeah, I was supposed to stay there. I thought I was supposed to like run away from my group so that none of these guys would be a hit and I would just take a little bit of damage. But no, I was supposed to stick with my group. That would have probably been a great idea. But yeah, I've not seen this fight before. My first time here, and I already got one shot. Well, I didn't read this ability thing, so I had no idea what the fuck to do. I have no idea what that ability was even called. Oh. Overload?
Beware.
Overload. Was that it? I have no idea. But I guess this gives me a little bit more time to talk about shit. About 5.4 changes and shit. So yeah, we got a lot of awesome AoE buffs. We got that slam shit. We got our wounds do more damage, so I use Thunderclap whenever I see a lot of targets that you know, can be affected by my bleeds and shit. So I just do that, spread a whole bunch of my bleeds so they can do a lot of damage every few ticks and stuff. And yeah, they just do a lot of AoE damage, and then I can like do a Bloodbath and Blade Storm. So my AoE DPS is like amazing. And I also can do Whirlwind if there are a lot of
Beware.
targets as well. So that's awesome. Other than that, we didn't get a ton of DPS, single target DPS buffs. We got, obviously, the bleeds do more damage, so that helps us out a little bit, but that's more of an AoE buff in my opinion. Single target bleed, like one bleed on target, isn't going to do a shit ton of damage. Bleeds on many targets are going to do a lot of damage. So that's why, it's pretty much why I think that Warriors are still doing a little bad for single target, and I think we could use a little bit of a help, maybe. But other than that, I think we're doing fine. AoE DPS is great, fun too. Bloodbath and Blade Storm is just pretty cool to watch. Just look at all that ponage and damage going everywhere, and then all those ticks. You know, in combination with our sweeping strikes and slams, just tons and tons of damage. But I don't remember us getting an extreme amount of a single target. I think that whenever we have Colossal Smash up, our slam does like 10% more damage on our main target. I can't remember if that's true, but I think it is. So our slam is hitting pretty hard when our Colossal Smash is up. Colossus Smash, sorry. It's pretty weak. All of our attacks are pretty weak when we don't have Colossus Smash up. That's true. Arms is kind of focused around having your Colossus Smash up at almost 100% of the time. If you don't have Colossus Smash up, you're not going to be pulling a lot of DPS at all. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and decrease this music a little bit. Yeah, 1% is probably good. So you can hear me better. Sorry if you couldn't hear me that well. Before I did this, before I changed the sound, I don't know. I honestly don't know what it sounds like. Until I just watch the video for myself. I wish it would kind of give me an accurate representation. I guess, like, give me an option to hear myself talking in my headphones or something. I have no idea. But it's just difficult to know what the video is actually gonna sound like. I really hate uploading videos, like making a really good video, or at least I think it's helpful and, you know, informational and just educational and all that good shit. And then I try and make it even better, and I put music on, the World of Warcraft sound music stuff, and it just completely drowns out me talking. And that's just a lot of awesome quality video wasted. And then for some of those, I don't even upload them because I'm just like, you can't even fucking hear me talking, so why would I upload them? Some of those I do upload them because it's just, I find those videos are entertaining sometimes just to watch, even if you can't hear the person talking extremely well. So, yeah. Just stick with me, guys. Hopefully I'll get this shit down at some point. Yeah, sorry. Hopefully Lei Shen's almost dead. Yeah, he's at around 6th of the way dead. Kinda close to 6th, man. This is actually kind of a boring boss fight, at least for LFR.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Even though I died. Like, maybe quarter of the way through, maybe. I can't remember when I died. I am really tired right now. Yeah, I didn't even think I was going to do a video today, but I do have time for one video today, so I will do that. Put it out on the YouTubes for you guys to watch.
1.
I know I am getting suggestions, and I'm not even really going through with suggestions. It's hard when when people give me a suggestion that, like, I get one suggestion, I get one chance at making someone's World of Warcraft experience better, and it's like, well, I can't do it because I don't have tanking gear on my warrior. And then I just feel like I let that person down. I'm trying to get it, it just takes a while to get an entire set of tanking gear on my warrior. Like, I would have to go through hours and hours and hours and hours of just Tamil-style grinding, or, you know, spend thousands of gold on gear. I'm just trying to find a way so it isn't terribly painful. I'm not really sure what way that is, but hopefully I'll think of something pretty quick so I can get some tanking videos out, or I can just do low level tanking again. I think that was probably somewhat helpful at least. But you know, it's obviously not nearly, it's not even close to being the same as max level tanking, because I only have a few abilities that I'm using as a low level, and I got money. Wow, that's sad. Kind of wishing they would reward me with some gear or something, but nope. Money. Hopefully they throw out a mass res so I don't have to walk. Or they won't. Okay, thank you. Yeah, sometimes it happens. You die in a raid and no one is there to, no one resurrects you. They just all leave, and it's like, well, that's fucking stupid. So, yeah. I think that's all I'm gonna be able to do for today. Hopefully this was good enough. Just kind of my opinion on 5.4 and some extra shit as well thrown in there, kind of rambling on a few topics. Hopefully this was interesting for you guys to watch. It was fun for me to make, and I will see you guys on the next video. Any more suggestions would be nice. I might make another update video on classes and specs that I am able to do like right away, so you guys don't actually have to wait for me to like gear my character up, because I know that it's gonna take a while for me to get the prot tanking set. I already have a few pieces in my bank that I've gotten already. I guess I can show you some of that shit now. I have some basic 463 tanking shit. And I can also like reforge some of my DPS gear into like dodge and parry and stuff like that in mastery, if need be. Can't remember where taking stuff is, but it's somewhere around here. There is some gear in here. Like, try to find out here. Yeah, it's around here somewhere, and some of it's probably in my inventory too. So I have lots of gear. As yeah, here's for example, as I'm trying to get some gear so I can put out some content for you guys. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take, but it'll be out eventually, and I might actually have to resort to doing a low level taking, but if you guys really want me to do it, I will try and find a way to do it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.